What God has told us in His book, the Bible, the instruction manual that He has given for our lives is that we're created in His image with immense value and worth, and that each one of us is different. We're physically different, and we're even spiritually different, and that He's given us spiritual gifts. He's given us natural gifts and talents. He's given us unique jobs that He means for us to do in the world and for Him. See, everyone created by God is meant to live under authority. Everybody's meant to live and serve under God and His authority. We're not meant to be an authority to our own selves. We're meant to live under God's rule and reign. And with that entrusted role, God, He hasn't given us a life that He wants us to squander, just being lazy or just partying up it all the time or just abusing the time that we have been given, living only for ourselves. No. The goal of our lives is, as the Bible says in Titus 2, verses 14, Jesus says He came to give Himself, He gave Himself to redeem us from all lawlessness. That's not living under authority, lawlessness, and to purify Himself a people for His own possession that are zealous for good works. That we should want to do good in the world and for God and for His glory. We ought to want to work for Jesus, our Master, and work hard and to do a good job so that when He returns, He's going to be pleased with us and He's going to bless us and reward us. In the passage we looked at last week, it ended with Jesus saying for us to find our treasure in heaven. Find our treasure in heaven. The way that we store up treasure in heaven is by doing good works for God. Now, you've got to be careful here because, see, good works can't get us into heaven. You can't be a good enough person or do enough good things to earn heaven. Good works can't get us into heaven, but our good works do show us where our treasure is and what really matters to us in life, whether we're working for ourselves and our own pleasures and our own kingdoms, or whether we're working for God, whether we're living in light of eternity, whether we're living for His pleasure. So I'll end this point by saying, you have a divine responsibility before God to not squander your life away, but to do something that counts, to live your life for Him, to be a good steward of His house and all that He has given you and blessed you with. Jesus warns us. So if Jesus returned today, would He be ready? Would He be pleased with your work and how you're living your life? Would He find you awake, being faithful? Would He find you being wise, taking good care of His house and His people? Or would He find you just asleep, oblivious, just drifting, squandering away your time and your talent, serving yourself instead of Him? If Jesus returned today, you think would He be upset at you? Is He going to want to fire you or hire you based on how you're living your life? Is He going to want to promote you, or is there going to be judgment? Jesus will come. So let's be ready and let's work hard for Him and His kingdom. We have a great opportunity to do that together as His people and His church here in our city.